Not a good morning, night, not a good anything really. Happy Tuesday! I'm back home now. It was just one of those mornings where last night I barely slept a wink. I don't know what was happening, but we live in a really quiet area, really. Pretty quiet for, you know, considering we live in the centre of town. Since we've moved in, it's barely been any noise. Then last night, I don't know what was going on, but everybody decided they wanted to have a party. Not really, but like all night there were cars zooming past at some crazy speeds, really loudly, which was lovely. And then, so about 1:30 in the morning, one car really was zooming, and I swear it stopped exactly outside our front door. And someone slammed the front door, because you can hear our front door slamming because it's quite an old front door. And I was just awake. I couldn't sleep. It was one of those nights where you just have 1,000 things on your mind and you can't sleep. And then about 2 o'clock in the morning, two guys decided to try and kill each other outside the window, which was to the point where I was almost calling the police, which wasn't very pleasant either. So at 3 o'clock, they just went off in the end. Neither killed each other, I hope. Well, I mean, there'd be more notice. So 2 o'clock, that happened. These two random guys, who definitely looked under the influence of some kind of substance, on a Tuesday morning at 2 a.m. Who goes out on a Monday night? I have no idea, especially in our town. But, so that happened, 2 a.m, so I only got to sleep at 3 a.m. And then I had to wake up at 7:30. So obviously, because I barely slept, my throat was agony again. It was so good yesterday morning that I got complacent, apparently. And then this morning it was just so painful. Waking up this morning was awful. It was so hard trying to swallow. It was just like razors down my throat. Well, I was like, I'm gonna make it to this meeting. My lecturer did not come in at 10 a.m. just for me not to be there. I know, my hair is just amazing right now. And then, so I made it to uni. Just with my awful throat. Had a really good meeting with my lecturer, so that went all well. Then I walked back down, and I was really disappointed because I was walking over the 2-minute silence. Today is the 11th of November, which is Armistice Day, the day where we remember the, I think it's is it 100 years? It's 100 years since the end of the World War? The end of the war. I think it's 100 years since the end of the war. Today. At 11 o'clock there is a 2-minute silence, but unfortunately I was driving. I think I'm on another planet today. I wasn't driving. I was walking back from uni whilst the 2-minute silence was happening, and outside our house they obviously had a ceremony with flags and everything, because I just saw it just as I was walking past to go to the doctor. And that made me really sad, because I have really fond memories of like the 2-minute silence, and I think it's a really important time to really take the time to remember those who have lost their lives, for me to be able to live my life so comfortably. And I think with things like that, I find it always interesting how wherever you are, people just stop. They just stop and they do take the time to observe it. Even though many people have different, you know, opinions on whatever, people do appreciate that people did lose their lives, no matter what your opinion is on whether they should have fought or they shouldn't fight or whatever. They did lose their lives and they did fight for us. So I think it's important to remember that, as controversial as it may be. But anyway, so yeah, I missed the 11 o'clock 2-minute silence, and then, because it's 11 o'clock on the 11th of November, stop babbling, Sarah. And then I went to the doctor, who told me that the results of my blood test can't be used because I was ill. I knew this because what are the chances that I was going to have a blood test on the day that I had the peak of a virus last Tuesday, and I spent the entire day in bed, and that was the day I did the blood test. But I mean, there's no way around it. They weren't to know, nobody was to know, I didn't know until Monday evening that I was ill. It's just the way it happens. So I have to go back in a month almost to have another blood test. Fantastic. Ooh. But in the meantime, I'm awake. So I may as well get on with some work. But tonight I'm going to the Italian restaurant that has half-price food. Me and my flatmate and some of her course mates are going there, and that is the highlight of my week. No, it's not. My homecoming is the highlight of my week. But it's up there. I'm just so tired. Why do these people decide to fight? It really made me scared as well, because there's nothing like watching people fight, and I'm just like, I couldn't sleep because all I was thinking about was how awful this world is and these people fighting, and how we ever supposed to know what weapons people have on each other, and nowhere is safe anymore. You know how your brain gets in the middle of the night and suddenly you are facing the world by yourself. It was just one of those nights. But I'm not going to go to sleep now. I'm gonna wake up and do some work. And George had a casting this morning for a movie, and I think there's a really high percentage, touch wood, that he may get the movie. Woo! That's crazy. He might be in a movie, and the movie is going to be shooting in 4 countries, 4 different countries. One of which being the United Kingdom! Imagine if he was in a movie. I can't even... I mean, obviously it's a Bulgarian movie, it's not Hollywood, but there's no reason why it can't be. And he just keeps going from one strength to another. I quite literally slept all afternoon. I've just woken up. Not sure whether I feel better yet, but we're about to go out to the restaurant. I haven't slept that long, I only slept for maybe 2 hours, but I really needed to sleep because I couldn't do any work. I was so tired, and now of course my throat's sore again. But we're about to go out for some food, which I'm really excited about, and then we are going to go to the restaurant. Can you tell I've just woken up? I woke up too late. I must have slept through my alarm, but anyway, yeah, it's time to go. I'm back home, and we had a great meal between the 5 of us, and I'm absolutely shattered. And I'm ready to go to bed. Tomorrow I have a day off uni, and it's Wednesday, and I have now been ill with this virus for over a week, so yay, fun times. I'm definitely more than ready for it to leave any time at once, but I am going to go to bed now and go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and do some work and maybe find something interesting to film. And then on Thursday my mum comes, and as she comes I have to go down south to Leeds, which is a big city in England, and we are going there to see a performance, so, well, 2 performances actually, so that'll be on Thursday, so that's some more, slightly more interesting footage. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the footage from today. I hope you had a lovely Tuesday or Saturday or Friday, whatever day you're watching this on, and I will see you tomorrow. These are currently my best friend. It's 8 o'clock and I think I'm going to go to bed because my throat is killing me.